This woman knows how to pay it forward. She lives in a world of abundance. EXP is a good company, and this is my line to recruit her. I texted her, been following up with her for almost 2 years, and I said, Lisa, EXP's a good company already. We would be a great company with you in it. And now she is here. She serves on the Agent Advisory Council, going on 3 years. She's the Vice Chair, so she will lead the chair for Agent Advisory Council. She helped us launch EXP Luxury. She runs a massive sales team in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my friend, my business partner, Lisa Parenteau.
I am so honored and so excited to be here. And now I have to say one thing. When Tom said that to me, it would be a better company with you in it, I was taken aback. Little did I know he sent the same text to like 30 people that day. I'm not even kidding you. But it touched me, it really did. And I am forever grateful for the introduction because this company has really changed my life. And it's changed the lives of my family and lots of folks that I know. So I'm going to ask you to shift gears for a sec. I'm not going to talk to you about building your organization. I'm going to invite you to learn a little bit about, let me see if this is going to work. Learn a little bit about a concept called Ikigai. And it's not Ikigai. We all know Ikigais. It's Ikigai, and I've heard someone say when you smile and say Ikigai, then you know you're pronouncing it the right way. It's a Japanese concept that brings together two words, Iki, meaning kind of life, force, and Gai is about your reason to live. So what I want to talk to you about today is this concept, this idea that really has changed my lens in a lot of ways. About a year ago now, I had a pretty serious cancer scare. This is not something I've certainly never talked about it from a stage. It's not something that I share very much in my life for a variety of reasons. But I did, and I had some very major thoracic surgery. And it was September 26th of last year. And I was stuck in my bed for a while. Thank God I have a select comfort bed, so it goes up. That was good. I had a lot of time to think about what was next. I had a lot of time to really contemplate how was I really making a difference. I couldn't go anywhere. I'm from that produce and perform DNA. I don't know if any of you also have that, produce and perform DNA. I've got that. And when you can't produce or perform, you're kind of stuck thinking. I couldn't go to anything. I couldn't go to EXPCon. You didn't see me there. You didn't see me at the National Association's Realtor Conference, first one I've ever missed. I couldn't go to Christmas parties. They took out half my lung, and so I was really compromised, and I couldn't be around people. And I took a mindfulness certification. I still did. I had to keep doing. But I tripped over this concept of Ikigai and what that really meant. So people often think, how many of you have sat in different times of your lives and said, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And I am going to disagree with the previous speaker. I don't think my purpose is to do lead generation. That's something that helps my business, but it's not my purpose. What does that mean to stand in your purpose? How do you even get there? I'm also somebody who loves tools, so I do have one to share with you. And I do believe you can find some balance in this lens, right? So Ikigai gives you 4 questions to ask yourself. First one is, what do you really love? What do you love, right? What does that look like? What do you love? And then, what are you really good at? What are your skill sets? Pragmatically, really clearly, what are you best at? I love question number 3. What does the world need? What does the world need? And then, hey, we all do need to be compensated in some way. I don't know if it's always money, but how can you be rewarded? So those are the 4 questions. Ikigai, the idea is pretty simple, but you got to do a little bit of work to get there, to figure out what is, what is yours. So there's this beautiful Venn diagram. If you ever Google it, and you probably will now, to see what the heck it is. There's this beautiful Venn diagram that talks about the intersection of what do I love? What am I good at? What can I be rewarded for? I have all this I have a QR code for you guys. So I found this worksheet, and I am someone who loves spreadsheets. I am actually my left and right brain are pretty well balanced. I love spreadsheets. So I saw this great pragmatic tool about how to really look at what do I love? What am I good at? What does the world need? So I threw some stuff up for myself. Now, I change this all the time, right? I mean, I change numbers, I do all different, But so for me, selling real estate, I love to sell real estate. I love to sell. I took a 10-year cup of coffee in massage therapy, and I was selling product in the lobby as much as I was ever doing massage therapy, right? Like I'm a salesperson. I just love to hear the bell ring. So how much do I love it? I love it. It's a 9. How good at it? I'm pretty good at it. I'm a pretty good salesperson, I gotta tell you. How likely am I to get paid? I get paid pretty well. And at EXP, I get paid really well because I go to 100% pretty darn quickly. And I've also iconed a few times, so my thank you for that revenue share. My stock, getting close to 2 commas, which is nice. So how much will this benefit the world? I gotta be honest. I think it's important that, in real estate, it's the economic engine of our economy, but it's not that important in the grand scheme of things. So I gave it a 6. So you can see here, I'm not going to go through everyone, but you can see here, it's numbers, it's pragmatic when you're honest about what those things are. But for me also, I do some work in hospice, and that is a Dharma calling for me. I just recently walked with a friend, she just died Tuesday, 2 days ago, and that just brings out this piece from me that I'm able to share. I did that with that 10-year cup of coffee and massage therapy, worked with elders at facility care and people in end-of-life care, helped them learn about how to deal with dementia as people were dying, which is a very common situation. So that's a big thing for me. I love that. Am I going to get paid for that? No, I could if I worked in that setting, but really not going to, So you can see where the numbers are. And somebody was talking about side hustle. For me, there's also side helpful. And I'm this huge serial volunteer. So that's okay if the number's not that great. I also just started a podcast, and I love it. And I'm not that good at it yet. I'm kind of good at interviewing, but not that good at it, But I love it. Am I going to get paid for it? No. But does that help my business? Does that help inform my business? Absolutely. So here's my Ikigai. You can see what I love. I love to inspire others. I have a real knack for finding the silver lining in anything. I love the first 2 speakers, and Tony Robbins, one of the biggest things he ever taught me, and I still have a Tony Robbins coach to this day, is that you always have a choice. Those words are the most powerful words in my life. You always have a choice. So I can find the silver lining. In fact, you got my contact. If you run into something and you need a silver lining, call me, because I will help you with that. What are my strengths? Selling, what my problem solving, strategic thinking. Anyway, so you can see, and then what the world needs. I think the world needs more optimism. The world needs more light. I have that. Almost everything I own that I bring is Lilly Pulitzer. You know why? Because it's bright and cheery and colorful, and I can bring that and walk in that, and I really love that. So I took those skills, and I consulted my friend ChatGPT, and I said, and between my friend ChatGPT and myself, I came up with this, and I invite you to try this, to work through this worksheet. Again, I have a QR code. You can download all that. But my Ikigai is using my skills in sales, coaching, and mentoring to help others achieve their goals and to inspire optimism, creating a brighter world. And this is my Ikigai in pictures. That is my husband, Fred, and my granddaughter, Eloise Ann, who is the light of our lives. 4 going on 17, not 13, 17. That's me in the blue R in DC at mid-years. I'm a huge serial volunteer for our association. I actually have the great honor of being the vice chair of the Resort and Second Home Committee this year. I'll be the chair next year. And I am a Golden R President's Circle investor, hugely into RPAC. Thank you very much. Thank you. Advocacy and continuing to contribute to our profession and raising that bar is really an important piece of who I am. And my podcast, there I am in my podcast, and it's called Lifting Others as We Rise, and it really seeks to talk to realtors across the country about pivotal things that have happened in their lives that served as catalysts for change. So here's, I got 9 seconds. Here's some practical pieces of how you can do this. Dig deep, be honest, allow these things to change, because with what happened to me in the past year, some of those things have really changed for me. They really have. And I want to just also say that do things that make you feel good. Working in hospice makes me feel good. It raises my self-esteem, because it's a skill set I have that not a whole lot of people have. And I think it's important to remember that what we do that makes us feel good is what continues to boost our self-confidence and allows us to stand in that purpose, in that sunshine, in that brightness. So here's a QR code. If you want to scan that, there's the Ikigai worksheets in there, stuff about my podcast, all of that stuff. And there's me. Thank you.